What's up, guys? It is Carly here bringing you day number 9 of my 31 Days of Horror 2021, and today we're moving right along and we're talking about another movie in a franchise I already spoke about, and that is The Omen 4, The Awakening, or just plain old Omen 4, The Awakening from 1991. Reason I'm doing this one is because on the 22 Shots thing, one of the things is a 4th film in a franchise, and obviously this was the most readily available one to me. So yeah, we're here to talk about it. And essentially this was a TV movie, again from 1991, and it follows a little girl named Delia. She is adopted by these two parents. She was kind of born under mysterious circumstances and weird stuff starts to happen. Does it sound familiar? That's because it's pretty much a TV version remake of The Omen, but with a little girl and a lot less, I guess, discreet, if you will. Yeah, this movie, I actually used to watch this one growing up. I think I mentioned previously that I'd seen this one before but wasn't really familiar with the other films in the franchise besides the first one, and this was just on TV a lot, so I watched it a lot and I used to really enjoy it and find it creepy and everything. Watching it now, you know, it's very, very cheesy. It feels like a TV sort of movie. It almost feels like in the vein of like The Hand That Rocks the Cradle, which I think that came out maybe the same year, if not after, before, I don't know. But it feels like 90s, like how you got into like the 90s sort of thriller stuff. That's very much how this feels, which is weird because it's from, you know, the early 90s, but that's just the vibe that I get from it. You know, the character Delia, it's kind of like, she just kind of has like this like obviously evil look on her face the whole movie, and stuff is happening and it's obviously her, you know, she's like hurting kids at school and purposely causing trouble at home and just being a little, you know, a little girl brat, bitch, whatever you want to call it. So it's very different in that respect than The Omen, where, you know, Damien is seemingly kind of cute and normal, and then like it kind of gradually builds. This girl is just kind of horrible from the start, and there's this kind of like hokey music that plays. They do use the original theme in this, but I think it's only really at the intro and then the end scene. So, you know, it is utilized in here, which is kind of cool, but it's not used too much. The rest of the score is very much just, it feels like TV movie music, if that makes any sense. You know, like she does something bad and it's just like, da, 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 da. It's like almost carnival-esque, and it's supposed to be creepy, but kind of, like I said, comes off cheesy now. You know, there's some okay kills and deaths in this movie, but the same, like there's this really, I find it funny death with actually the dude on the back here. That is his death scene. You know, he's kind of trying to investigate things, and basically a wrecking ball comes through a building and hits him, but the way it's filmed is hilarious to me. He just has his mouth wide open, and it seems like it takes forever for the ball to actually hit him, and I just always think, like, this dude had so much time to not get hit by this thing, but, you know, I guess it could have been the devil making him stand there, whatever. But overall, I mean, this movie, like I said, I think it's a fun time, to be honest. It's definitely like a guilty pleasure film to me. I do enjoy it. I'm not saying it's good or great by any stretch of the imagination, but you know, it's nothing, like I said, it very much feels like it's just stealing everything from the first movie right down to the final scene, but in TV version and not as good quality. So, you know, if you want to have a fun time, you know, I would say check it out. I would say check out the whole franchise because it is interesting. Part 2, like I said, is pretty good. Part 3 I didn't care for too much, but other people I think do enjoy that one, and then the remake, like I said, is atrocious, but this one I think is just a fun time, so I would recommend it just for that. But I give it a 6.5 out of 10. Like I said, it's nothing fantastic or mind-blowing, but it's okay. So 6.5 out of 10, Omen 4, 1991. Thank you guys once again for joining me for day 9 of my 31 Days of Horror, and I'll see you tomorrow for day number 10.